Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in the top left corner of my screen, I was wrong about Arknights Endfield. I was wrong about this game dying. As you can see over here, it's back. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, today is truly the craziest day on Twitch I think I've ever seen. Because AKE, ladies and gentlemen, I need to show you some of the history over here so you can really truly see how bullshit these numbers are. AKE is at 72K live viewers on Twitch. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the game that just last week was pulling 500 viewers has managed to go up by, bro, I don't know how many percent that is. What does it take to go from 500 average viewers to 72? What's that percentage level growth, bro? Truly. Maybe this means, right, that the 1.4 update is the best thing ever. Or this is view botted to hell and back, and it is the most astroturfed, view botted, fake metric viewership bonanza I think the space has ever seen. And so I decided to test it, bro. Why don't we go see this? Why don't we see what's going on? Why don't I check out this guy with 4.8K viewers? Not this one. Oh, I've never seen this guy before. I don't think any of y'all have seen any of these people before, but hey, they're dominating the category. Let's check out this 4.8K one. All right, so we got two messages in the chat. One is 49 minutes apart from the other one. Bro, there are two messages in this chat, and this guy is playing on 3 FPS. Two messages in chat, and the guy is playing on 3 FPS. Bro, this is the most shameless shit I've ever seen. Bro, look at the stream together, bro. What is that? Bro, what's Adolf doing in there? Bro, what is badge claim? What is this? Bro, what? Bro, what? I'm so confused. All right, what about this one? What about the 8.9K? Bro, Russia, big Russia. Let's see it. Let's see a big
Как
Russia.
это все работает?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of slow for 8.2K. Hey, maybe 8.2K. Maybe this is 8.2K. Who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows, right? I can't read too much into that one, right? Maybe Russians just type slow.
Pô, em vez de ele botar assim, ó. Fica. Não, tem que...
So, in 1 minute, in a 7.3K viewer chat, guys, we got 10 messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 messages in 1 minute. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that one, brother. I don't know about that one, brother. What about this? Maybe his views are real. Yeah. Maybe this guy's views actually are real, because I'm sure there's tons of people that I'm sure lots of people like watching that shit. Yeah, I bet a ton of y'all are into this, guys. It's basically 4 Russian people that have like all the same person in their chat, and then like this is the most view-botted one ever, and then this is the second most view-botted one ever, and then that's the third most view-botted one ever. So basically, it's like, these are all the same person. Just so you know, these are all the same person. They all have the same number of views. So, like, I don't know if it's counting it 3 times. Or, bro, this is the most manipulated category I think I've ever seen. And I think the best way for you to truly be able to tell, right, just how popular this update is this. Look at the left-hand side of my screen and look at the live channels. Gotcha Smack, one of the representatives of Arknights Endfield, right? One of their sponsored CCs. Gotcha Smack is like a representative of this game because, well, they keep asking him to stream it, right? They keep asking him to put out all these guides, and, you know, he's actually streaming it right now, right? Put out the guide video for her too and all that stuff. And his viewership is at 127. A good 300 on YouTube as well. So he's totaling up about 430 CCV on both platforms. 4.3 CCV, 430 CCV on both platforms. That is the true popularity of this game. Nobody fucking plays it, and it's dog shit. And 1.4 clearly didn't do anything as well. And when you're at the point where Captain Cabinets, Miss Refrigerator, Captain Regrifterator is mogging you on Twitch via viewership, guys, maybe this is not the game to grow your channel with. Or maybe this is the game to sell out with. Because with numbers like this, you got to imagine, why has Gotcha Smack been streaming this game every single time a new patch releases, even though the viewership and the numbers, it's clearly killing his channel. This is the definition of it's killing your channel. You want to know why? Sometimes we got to LARP. Sometimes we got to grift. And this is one of those times. Arknights, Bagfield. Grift, Knights, Bagfield. And who cares if we lose our career in the process? And now we have Kukikaze, a real AKE creator. This is what I call an actual Arknights Enfield CC. But this is the unfortunate part. Kukikaze is not the guy getting sponsored. Gotcha Smack is. But the funniest thing is, this guy's getting more views just playing regular Arknights than going to Enfield. This guy literally is playing Arknights, regular Arknights, on the day Enfield's new patch comes out. And he's actually got like 1,000 videos on AK and AKE on his channel. That's kind of how I know. This patch is a whole nothing burger. This patch is a whole bunch of nothing. And the devs are truly trying their hardest, I think, to capture that fake, like, bro, it went up to 80K. How? Bro, it's fluctuating between 80 and like fucking 60. Bro, it's fluctuating 12K viewers within minutes. Literally fluctuating 12K viewers in minutes. Guys, I do not understand this. Because none of the regular streamers of this game are clearly, right, at levels that are... We're not surprised to see Gotcha Smack at 127. We're not surprised to see ALG at 200. We are surprised to see all of this shit. Why do the devs feel the need to do this? Why are the devs just simply not capable of a non-botted release? I think every single patch release for this game has been botted to fucking hell. But obviously, these are levels that we haven't seen since launch. And the fact that they're this shameless with it, guys, the fact that they're just this open, knowing that the top viewed streams in the category are going to be the ones that come up first, and then just shamelessly having the 3 most botted channels I've ever seen right below Russian streamers, which we kind of know, guys. If you don't know this by now, Russia view bots a lot. Like, it is basically just a confirmed fact in the space. Russia bots a lot, and they bought in so many places, it's ridiculous. That is like a known thing. Maybe that's where all the sponsorship money went, guys. Maybe this is why the game's not getting better. Maybe this is why everything didn't get fixed in 1.4. It's because these devs are paying Russian bot farms to pretend this game is good instead of just making it better. Because this is how I know for certain it's over. You just need to go to the Arknights Enfield official channel, guys. And then actually take a look at how popular... Actually take a look, right, at how popular this stream was. Do you think a stream that got this few views, had this little traction across the gacha space, is truly launching to the most views a game has had? Obviously, I showed you that's not the case via the view bots, but like, this would translate into, guys, like, one of the worst patches ever seen, viewership-wise. And so they can't have their soft relaunch. They can't have their half anniversary looking like a piece of dog shit. So they'll do this. They'll do that. These guys are so desperate to lie about the game than actually just make a good game. And they've been doing that since day one. And they're going to do it again. You're probably going to see the viewership numbers all the way like fucking up here, bro. They're going to be like, look, AKE is saved. Look, AKE is saved, guys. And it's all thanks to Russia and Badge Notify with all thanks to these two. Thank you, Russia. Thank you, Badge Notify. The goats. Hey, Hypergriff will PayPal you later, buddy. What a joke. That's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, this was a fun little expose on 1.4 and its launch hype, its launch bonanza. It's already a failure. It is already a failure. And the fact that the devs need to hide their failure behind this because they're scared to show the actual metrics for this update. Bro, they're fucking terrified. But they will do anything except actually fix the fucking game. And ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I decided to do for fun after seeing that this was at 75.6K is this. I wanted to scroll down the active channels and just scroll until we find a name that we actually recognize. Because if you're part of my community. You've seen my content, you've seen my streams, or maybe you've seen other people in the gacha space. You probably don't know who any of these guys even are. So let's go ahead. Let's go down and wait until we can identify somebody. No. Bisticone, Michi Moebi. Nope, don't know them. Revenant, Henya the Genius, Juice, Dunduk. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got Deme. You guys might know who this is. I think that this is like that VTuber that's like a BBW. I think that's like a BBW VTuber who got caught like getting railed on stream. Like that's what she's known for like getting railed on stream. And like we've got like a couple, oh yeah, we got like a couple of like updates and stuff on the situation. But like apparently Asmongold is like really into her as well. That's like an IRL photo of her. Yes, she is like a BB, and you can see Asmongold down here. For many, this is an A or even S tier body type. Only jealous girls with eating disorders. I think eating too much is also a disorder, by the way. Would think that way. And then there's also like another follow-up clip, bro. There's another follow-up clip, and I think that was the one that got played a little bit too far. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is Asmongold getting caught looking up BMW.
But he did.
Yeah. So you don't type BMW as BBW unless you are typing BBW really often into your search bar. That just doesn't happen. There's really no situation you're going to type BBW instead of BMW because you would press the same button twice. That's like ridiculous, right? So that's Deme. That's the situation going on over here. That's the first name I recognize, guys. And I assume that this is like her normal viewership because you start to see more names that we might recognize, right? You see, we got Mary Maybe over here. You all might know her. I would say 842 viewers for her is like her average. Maybe a bit lower than usual if possible. Then we got Amalie at 800. You might know her. I think she like sings and shit and like voices Jingly You. I think. I'm not super sure. That was just keep going until we find the next person. Oh, there we go. Now we got Captain Grifterator. Who else? Oh, there we got ALG. And then we got Giggle Smack at the bottom down here. Guys, that is the true viewership of this game during 3.4. It is uplifted entirely by bots, and every actual regular CC, I guess, is just at levels either below average or right at their average, or right where they belong when it comes to people like Gacha Smack. It turns out grifting does not pay. Turns out grifting doesn't pay when those are your results. So yeah. Hey, guys, we all knew Gacha Smack's stream where he said he was the biggest Gacha CC. He would mog me any day of the week. He was making so much more money than me. We all knew that stream was gonna backfire. And bro is paying me dividends every fucking day. Just a bit of an update, ladies and gentlemen. We're about an hour, 2 hours after the last time I checked, and apparently AKE went down by like 60k viewers in 60k viewers in an hour or something like that. Wait, I might need to take a look at the Twitch tracker chart for like live views. Maybe this was organic, right? Like, yeah, maybe this was. I don't even know what to say. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Oh my god. Bro. Twitch should probably investigate that. I'm just saying that seems like a lot of viewers. Like I would investigate this if I was Twitch. That seems like a lot. Just saying. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Saint from the future over here, and we've had a couple of days of Endfield 1.4. We've had the opportunity to see how the cookie's actually crumbling when it comes to the engagement of this patch, and it is safe to say that it is a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. We saw the rampant view botting very, very, very clearly across the release of the patch, where you had a bunch of like Russian view bots, and I don't know what the hell's going on with those shared chats of like tens of thousands of people that weren't actually watching the game. And so naturally you saw that kind of like billow down, so on and so forth, and then you're starting to get to the real viewership numbers. But even now, you can see it's at about less than 2,000 viewers. And then I looked into the category, guys, this morning with those 2,000 viewers, and the top two are other botted channels. So if you were to take out all the botted channels from here, this game has about 500 viewers. Yep. And here's the proof. Let's take a look at those chat messages, guys. So we can see that there are messages going back to about 13 minutes ago, all on one page in an 800-person shared chat. So yeah, that goes from 11:46 to 11:59 in one screen. So the most top viewed stream that's like literally carrying the category right now without these botted streams, it's at 500 viewers. That's what it is, guys. That is this game. That is the actual engagement of it. And as you'll be seeing very, very, very shortly, there have been some analyses already done on the actual revenue performance of Endfield day one of this 1.4 patch. And somebody's basically done the projections over here using reliable sources like AppMagic. It's better than before, 100%, better than Mifu, better than Camille, but it's not even at the levels of, like, Jungfeng, and then everything else that sort of came after, or before that, right? The Rossi, the Tang, Yvonne, Gilberto, and of course, Leviatane. So, yeah, that's what the situation's looking like over here. Possibly good results, possibly bad. Who knows what Hypergrift is even going for at this point? I guess as long as they're not making negative money, as long as the sales didn't go down, maybe they'll be happy. So I guess that's their uptrend, but do realize this, guys. This is their, like, half anniversary Giga, like, hype building update where they were looking to really try to, like, get back some players. And is this what they were looking for? Potentially. But who actually knows? Because they did a lot in this update. Except, you know, fix the gacha, or fix expiring sanity, or fix, you know, so many of the other problems that are in the game that would stop somebody from coming back. But, like, who cares about those, right? They gave out, like, a couple of pulls. And maybe this is where it's going to be a turning point for the game. But when this is still what I see several days after the release of the patch, such shameless inflation of the category like this, and the reality being that, like, nobody actually plays or watches this game because it's bad, that seems like more so the case. That seems like more so the truth, right? Especially when a game legitimately is at, like, 500 viewers within a week of... It hasn't even been a week yet. Like, bro, how many days has it been since the patch dropped? It's been 4. It's at 500 viewers 4 days after the patch, if we discount all those clear botters. So yeah, that's the situation, guys. Bit of an update overall. Wanted to make sure that we close the loop on this because, naturally, right? A lot of people think AK made a comeback. I don't think that actually is the case. Let me know what you all thought. Peace.